So we got webcams going, top cameras going, and we need to get the chat up. Here we go. So I'm going to give people a moment to trickle in here. Just in case anyone's curious, this is an Austum G03. Do they have the name? Yeah, there you go. You can sort of read it maybe. And that's an Austum G03. This beautiful purple one is the IPI Qi. Okay, feel free to pause anytime, tablet. Yeah, I really need to, I don't know. I have a bunch of stream hardware I'd love to improve, but maybe someday. This one, I actually don't know if I'm going to talk a whole ton about it. I literally just got it, and it's kind of I think it's a very interesting mouse. ATK Duckbill. This is actually the whole reason for the stream. High ground Yuma over here. So let's move some of this stuff off camera. I think that's blocked enough. I'll leave this piece of eye candy somewhere like that. Zaupin Z1. And we'll see we got if anyone joins. So, oh, I should do a quick Discord ping. Or, sorry, let me do a quick Discord ping right here. Oh, apparently my Discord is closed. Okay, I will go ahead and do an @everyone at live streams. @everyone. I'll do I'm live right now looking ATK Dongle drama and Rakuten 30%. Also maybe IPI Qi unboxing, and we will link the old channel. There we go. Yeah, I'll do an @everyone for now because this is actually kind of interesting, and I'll do a tweet about it too. Why not? Okay, this is not Mousecast. I feel bad if anyone's tuning in. This is not Mousecast. Yeah, but I did want to talk about a handful of things. A whole handful of mice. Okay. Why don't we do the first thing? Get the most important thing out of the way, which is the ATK Duckbill. So, do we have anyone in chat? Oh, that's just gonna close itself? Cool. Okay. So, hey, Schwamper, this is not Mousecast. Mousecast is coming tomorrow. This is not Mousecast. I should say that. This is not Mousecast. Just me today. Okay. And I should also comment that not Mousecast yet. That will be tomorrow with Melon and Daz at 10:45 p.m. EST. Okay. Thank you for saying something, Schwamper. Okay, so a couple things, just for those of you guys tuning in. The title, it's 3 things. The first thing is there's some drama going on with the internals of the ATK Duckbill that I want to go over. The second thing is Rakuten 30% cash back is happening. My YouTube chat is not, I don't know what's going on here. And sorry, Rakuten 30% cash back is today only. I got a couple things, but my affiliate link is in the description. If anyone has any questions on how Rakuten works or whatever, I can walk you through that. This would be an excellent place to do a Q&A. And then lastly, the IPI Qi is sitting over here that we want to do an unboxing with. Okay. Okay. So, Duckbill, let's start out with this. So this starts out with, this is using the new Nordic 54 series MCO, as you guys know. I got a message from Pzogle, from the one and only Pzogle from Tech Power Up, saying, "Hey, you have a Duckbill, right? I don't. Could you take apart the dongle and see what MCU is inside? Because this is using a 54 series, and I don't really know how this is supposed to work, but apparently they can use the same MCU in the dongle. And what's the problem has been, have you guys seen on Twitter that was it Jake Yu? I should verify this. I got a DM from Daz about this. Jake Yu. Let me see. Jake Yu Susanto, his Pulsar Susanto X, bricked on a firmware update. There was fear that that was also a 54 series MCU, and anyway, the thought is that upgrading to a not fully compatible mouse with this, that has the MCU in the mouse but not the dongle, can cause issues or for it to brick. So maybe Pulsar kind of goofed up on that. We did hear a while back that people were having a hard time implementing the 54 series MCU. Do we know what MCU the Susanto has? Hey, Daz is in chat. No, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. Wait a second. We have Daz. Go FCC search on. This is actually important. Maybe I should do this sitting down. Okay. Can I do display capture? Okay, look at this. Look at this. It's like it's mousecast, but it's not mouse. This is not mousecast. FCC ID Pulsar Susanto. Okay, we might have internal photos here, guys. You are not authorized to access this page. Okay, y'all want to see a little trick? I need the Pulsar A plus X. What is it? A plus X FCC. I bet you we can get FCC reports a good website and device reports a good website. So, I don't think these are either of them. Wait, I should go back to the Susanto. Did I link this? Did I link this better? I'm trying to look up the Susanto. This FCC ID link isn't working anymore. And I don't think this, do we have, oh, I do have internal photos. Oh, I should have just stuck with this. There's the MCU. It's pretty blurry. There we go. It's a Nordic MCU. N52840 in the Susanto. This is PCB from April 15th, 2025. I don't know if, can I zoom in on this for you guys? Yeah, sorry, it's a little blurry, but there you go. 52840. So I don't know. Maybe that's not. I don't know what's going on. I got my pasta maker. Oh, mad hater. I always get that wrong. Okay, this is the part that Pzo actually wanted to see. So apparently he said there's just screws underneath this. Oh, I need to switch views. I'm stupid. There we go. This is what Pzo wants to see. Gonna ruin my ATK Duckbill dongle just for you. I actually was thinking about reselling this. I'm not the biggest fan, if I'm being honest, of the Duckbill. Like, it's a solid mouse. Just personally, it doesn't, the shape doesn't slap hard enough for me. Two easy screws, though. I'm glad it's not, well, I was going to say it's some sort of stupid lobster claw mechanism. I don't know where the seam is, but we can always try prying at the USB port. No? Maybe there are some stupid lobster clips. I spoke too soon, huh? Well, we know that the screw's screwed into something, so if I can just push that something out. No? Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, we got lobster clips at the top. So for those of you guys who are just tuning in, was drama about Nordic 54 series MCU's mice bricking or something. The Susanto was bricked, and I don't know, Daz, if you're still in chat, what was the relation between? This is not Mousecast, by the way. Sorry, Mousecast is tomorrow. This is not Mousecast. This is when you see the green grid thing. That's a Phalanges live stream. Gosh, I don't want to just break this, but yeah. So what was the relationship that we knew? We thought that the thought was, Daz, that it was breaking because the Susanto was Nordic in the mouse, but not Nordic in the dongle, or not. Sorry, N54 in the mouse, but not N54 in the dongle. Man, Pizogol is probably. I'm gonna send this to him. Maybe I should just send him pictures because I look like too much of an idiot. There's some suspicion that this is from Daz. There's some suspicion that the 54 series MCU mice dongles might not be fully harnessing the chip's power and could cause some issues if the dongle isn't fully compatible. Interesting. Susanto can be ignored now that I think if 52 series in mouse and dongle. Yeah. So that was what, if you guys search FCC ID Pulsar Pro Susanto X, you'll see the FCC link that I posted with the like third or fourth picture over is internal photos. I don't want to break the dongle. I mean, I guess I have a million of these, so like maybe it doesn't matter, but this was specifically. Hey, you guys want to see? There's that dongle, and I'll grab. Here's for my X1 Ultimate. Same part number, GBT 26245 2010. If my camera focuses, huh? Wow, that's brutal, dude. Autofocus, cool. Calls into question all these early 54 series mice. Rapu was somehow the first to the party. I know, right? Rapupu is, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with like them. You think they're closer to like a factory somehow or something? Dude, I really don't want to just break my dongle, but oh, okay, it's just lobster clips like a mouse. Look at that. Here we go, the grand reveal. Well, there's a chip in it that says ATK. Sorry, I gotta read the chip. So the chip looks nothing like a Nordic chip. It's like much smaller. I gotta take this out. Maybe there's some more on the backside. But it says ATK Hypercore. You know what? I might be able to do a little tricky trick. I can take a photo and I will post this in our Discord. So the loyal people who are in our Discord will see it. I think I gotta get like a funny camera angle. Dude, reading the text on some of these PCB parts is like a freaking art. Okay. Got a couple pictures. Those will be posted to Discord here. We'll put them in modding because it's the internals to something. Boom, boom, send. Join the Discord, link in the description. Anyone else just tuning in? There's dongle drama. You can read about it in chat. Daz is giving a pretty good summary. And it looks like the back of the PCB has a whole lot of nothing. So I think that answers that. Okay, I'm gonna message Pizogol right now. I'll message him right now. I don't think... He's probably asleep. He's probably a normal... let's see, forward to... PZO. And I'll send the two pictures in the off chance that he's actually awake right now. it's what 2:22 to 1:20 or sorry 1:25 a.m. for him. Should I take apart my other dongle just for kicks and giggles? There's the diffuser, I guess. You guys want me to? Should I weight reduce my dongle by taking the diffuser out? Oh, look at that! The receiver on the inside. Can you guys see that? VGN 8K it says. Daz also says, I guess option 2 is check against the chip in dongle that's definitely made to interface with 52 series, although that's probably your plan based on you. 2 of them there. Yeah, let's do that, Daz. Daz Trezizzle. So, again, for people just tuning in, IPI Qi is over here. I don't know if we're going to get around to that in this stream. I might take the stream down and relaunch with that one and make like a actual first impressions little live stream, because I can't be asked to edit a video because I'm lazy like that. I prefer these live streams. But yeah, there's Susanto. So the FCC picture shows it's 52 series on the inside. Okay. Little obstacle. Yeah, it's just like a mouse. Just like a mouse. Funny how they did that. But this is not Mousecast. If anyone is here, Mousecast will be live tomorrow, 10:45 p.m. Eastern, with special guest Melon. The one and only. Daz, is Melon the biggest YouTuber that we've had on the biggest guy like that we've had? I think so. How many subs does Glossy Dongle +1? How many subs does Melon have? Okay, so other dongle. Where's my pry tool? My dental pick. I wonder, I bought those dental picks from a like hardware store that just had them sitting in a little cup on the, you know, at the checkout counter for 99 cents, and I grabbed a couple. I wonder if they're used. Like, medical waste is like a serious thing, right? So like they probably, in medical fields, they probably avoid, I'd imagine they avoid reusing, or maybe you send them back and you just like recycle them. They wash them and recycle them. I don't know. Oh cool, I messed up that receiver by not taking the adhesive with it, but that's okay. This dongle I don't care as much about because it's for my X1 Ultimate, which I am not getting rid of anytime soon. Like what I would call my main large mice would be WMouse Strider and ATK X1. Like, you could argue, like, I'd be fine using a Razer Viper also, but the X1, the Armron Opticals, and the lighter weight. Oh, it is different. Zoom in on that for you guys. Interesting. This has a chip on it that says N52820. Huh. And then there's a second chip on it. I'm sorry, I will post pictures. There's a second chip that says CH32V305. And I will take pictures of this and send to... No way! Pizogle's online, dude! Brother, it's like 1:30 a.m. for you. Shouldn't you be asleep? That's the Duckbill dongle. ATK X1 Ultimate dongle I just disassembled, and it has 2 chips in it, one labeled N52820. Why don't we take a few pictures for the old... I'll post these pictures also in our Discord. One picture. Yeah, it's so... I feel like I gotta... I don't know if it's an exposure thing. Okay, these pictures are also going in the Discord. But first to Pizzogold, because he is a VIP. There we go. And then also into modding ATK X1 Ultimate. I gotta label them so there isn't as much confusion. 1, 2, 3 pictures. Boom. Okay, well I guess that's interesting. So in the I'm going back to my picture. So in the Duckbill dongle. Okay, can I not swipe pictures? It has an ATK Hypercore GH0F0532. It's an ATK branded chip. Pizogo responded. He said, thanks. As suspected, some Beacon MCU instead of the Nordic 54L15. Little use from having a 54 series in the mouse then. Wow. Wait a second. It's so glary, my phone. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Well, yep. Pizogle says, oh, you guys can pause. As suspected, some Beacon MCU instead of the Nordic 54L15. Little use from having a 54 series in the mouse. So, do you guys have any questions for Pizogle? I'm guessing, so the battery life savings from 54 series is only realized when both dongle and mouse have it. Do you guys have any other questions for Pizogle? Well, I have dude, we need him back on the pod, Daz. I should ask him. He was the only guest who was like, during the recording, he was like, I'll come back on, I'll do it. Yeah, Azar did say that. Or did we ask him? Did he volunteer it? Or did we ask him? Because I feel like that's a big difference. I feel like there's a little bit of a... Like, when we're live, it kind of puts a person on the spot. Like, you know, we don't know. Like, maybe they had a crappy time. Maybe it was like, they're like, wow, I thought this would be like a big deal podcast. And instead we have like 300 people who saw this. Like, what a waste of my time. I don't know. Yeah, this ATK, is this going back on? There's some adhesive around the edge. All right, I'll take off this stuff then. Well, there's the ATK dongle drama. I'll see if Pizogle responds at all. He is still on, his little Discord icon is green. But yeah, 10 people watching. Yeah, what's up, guys? So again, to recap, there was drama with the, you can read in chat, Daz summarized it. And the drama is that basically ATK advertises the Duckbill as having the Nordic 54 series MCU in it, which is supposed to give really good battery life savings, like Logitech level. Like, we're talking like a, what, like a 3x, 4x battery life, or maybe not that much. Maybe like 2x. I don't quite remember. Don't quote me on that. But apparently the dongle has some Beacon MCU that's badged as ATK. ATK Hypercore, it said. Maybe Beacon Hypercore. Beacon is B-E-K-E-N. So like when you see a BK3633 MCU, that's a Beacon. Beacon. Should I even bother putting this plastic? No, plastic's not going back on. I'll put it back on the Duckbill dongle though. This is how I labeled my ATK X1 red dongle with a red dot skate. Look at that. And then the Duckbill dongle, this one will go back on. I kept the adhesive on this one good. It's all marketing. Yeah, so I think this will be a topic on Mousecast tomorrow that I don't want to spoil it too much on this live stream, though. If you guys are here, you're probably the more hardcore, so maybe you deserve a little something. But I'm thinking, Daz, we use it to talk about a bigger... Like, the bigger topic at hand, I think, is there's just a little bit of deceitful marketing with... particularly with the Chinese mice. Although maybe we shouldn't just point the finger at Chinese brands. Maybe other brands are doing it too. The whole FE, Omron Optical switcheroo, the Attack Shark switcheroo. The like false advertising of weights is like really frustrating, especially since it's such a solved problem. I don't understand why like that needs to even be a discussion point. Like imagine lying about, like, imagine you like give the dimensions of a mouse and you're like plus or minus 10 millimeters and you're like, well, what the heck, that makes no sense, you know? Well, plastic didn't go back on there perfectly, but who wants to buy a brand new in-box ATK Duckbill? I swear it wasn't disassembled. No, I probably will keep it. There's one listed on Mouse Market right now. He's asking $80 and nobody has DM'd him, or $90. So that makes me think, yeah, these aren't going to hold their resale too well. I'm guessing they're probably going to settle in at like a Cyrox price point. I don't know. How much would you guys pay for a Duckbill? Daz, they are actually scan rates that don't matter. Keyboards, especially, keyboards are bad. Yeah, how much would you spend on a Duckbill? Because it is legitimately a very good mouse. And I also battery swapped mine, so this is a light boy now. This is coming in at, I think, like 42.6 grams. Yeah, 42.5. So this is actually a very competitive mouse. I think in terms of like build quality, it has good skates. It has good performance. Like, I don't know, I never have any issues with ATK stuff. Like the side buttons are like actually really good. They are like high A tier. The main clicks, the FE opticals, I actually rather like. I still like Omron opticals more, but these are like a pretty good mechanical feelings, which I think people will like them. They're implemented well. The scroll wheel is actually really good. I think the scroll wheel is one of the stronger points of the mouse. Really, really spammable middle mouse. Really nice, quiet, yet tactile wheel. There's the coating on it doesn't really feel, it's like a painted coating. It's not like, you know, it's kind of, I feel like a lot of metallic mice are this way. It's like the other ATK metallic stuff. It's not just bare plastic, but it's also not like a real rubberized feel. The glossy side buttons feel good. Edge routing on all the skates. You actually still get a DPI button. And then the shape was something that I just don't absolutely love. I feel like it has like very specific finger placements for me, at least. Like my thumb very much wants to go here, which is fine. My other fingers very much want to go like pinky right here and ring finger right here. Other than the finger grooves, I'm surprised, Daz, I don't know if this bothers you because you hang your fingers off the edge, but the whole like duckbill shape, it kind of swoops up. The buttons do like actually kind of swoop up. So like the finger grooves kind of stop. The finger grooves go from about here to about here. They actually stop short. So that's actually like very comfortable for a finger groove because I mean most users don't hang off Dastrazak style. But anyway, so for me it's like a very, if my hands were smaller I think I would love it, or if it was bigger it could feel very, I don't want to say locked in, it's just because this side doesn't have enough grip for me. Anyway, that's the Duckbill. What do we want to do, chat? So the next thing was, well, I guess the next thing was going to be Rakuten, but Rakuten, I don't think you guys, I don't really need to record anything. I guess I could. I was going to go over my haul on Mousecast tomorrow, but we might not have time. Maybe I do it today. Do you guys want to see, I got a couple things from AliExpress today, or do you guys want to see, this is probably a stupid question, because you guys are going to want to see the IPI Qi. Mouse Haul says Schwamper, W. Does Schwamper speak for everyone? Or I could do both and appease everyone. Why don't we do, I'm sitting here with this, then we'll switch over to Rakuten for the haul. I can't give a review of this because I haven't used this yet, but I will give first impressions and an unboxing of the IPI Qi. So first of all, I'm not going to talk about the mouse. Let's blue ball you guys or the dongle. I love their dongle's like a little cryogenic chamber that like Walt Disney probably is in, you know? Does anyone else think the same thing? Both. Answered my own question. Even the packaging, they put like felt on the, dude, you guys see this box? This is actually something. So this is that carbon fiber like texturing to, you know, it's just a vinyl wrap. It's not real. You know, just like birds, how they all died in 1986. But this is actually metal corner buckles, and there's a really nice, it's magnetic. Yeah. Even felt on the inside. That's crazy. I like don't really care about an unboxing experience. Like if it means you can put a little bit more money into the mouse, just do it. But I also get like, if you're paying a bunch of money for a product, and this isn't cheap. I think these are like $100. Well, what is the Attack Shark? I think launched at like $109. Please send now for review. Yeah, Daz. Here, I'm gonna chuck it. I'm gonna chuck it 30 miles away. Oh, it's on. That's interesting. Okay, it was switched on. I'm actually gonna charge it real quick. This is my Windows sound. Don't worry about it. This is my Windows sound. Sorry, everyone, that was me. In the box, we have a cable that's very stiff. We have grip tape that I can already tell is very grippy, and it has the same kind of texturing as the mouse, which is cool. And okay, that's nothing. So, well, it did light up. That was my Windows sound. Sorry about that. The mouse itself. Okay, so the shape it is most like is... Hey, Lauren. The shape it is most like is... Let me see if I can find it. I thought it was an ROG Harpy Ace, sort of. Which is actually somewhat similar. Oh, actually, you know what? The Duckbill is kind of like a Harpy Ace. A little bit. In terms of hump profile, it is. Just smaller. Here's the Duckbill. Yeah, it's kind of like an elongated, like mid to rear hump. The Duckbill is bigger and a little bit more groovy. So I thought this was going to be a bit like the Harpy Ace, and it does not feel that way. It's definitely smaller. So from the bottom, you can see that there's side curvature, but it's like fairly far forward where it begins to hourglass. Sensor's rather far forward too, which is nice to see. These are really nice feeling skates. They're, looks like they're heat treated. 500 milliamp hour. Interesting that they call that out in there. Let's check the weight. I'm gonna say right now the weight, it doesn't feel crazy light. It feels a little bit, actually, it's well weight balanced. Yeah, the weight balancing, the sensor is rather far forward. The weight balancing is probably like right here, right at the bottom of the sensor skate. So yeah, right in the middle of the two side buttons. So that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna guess, I don't know, 51.2 grams. 52.78. Okay. There's a little bit of gold color, like a beige gold on the scroll wheel that looks really nice. So going back to the shape, yeah, hump profile, it's kind of mid hump, but then it's elongated backwards. So it's rather filling in the palm, despite being, it's a little bit smaller than like the Harpy Ace. I think, yeah, somebody like Daz who grips far forward, I think you'll like this because the clicks do feel rather nice far forward. And the palm contact, it's like a medium large mouse, or maybe even just a large mouse. The texturing is something really interesting, so I don't know if this is going to come through on camera, but there's like micro texturing all over this thing. This is not real carbon fiber. Who would have thought? If oh yeah, can you guys hear that? It sounds like one of those, you know those hologram things that you tilt back and forth and it changes images, the little toy things? I'm probably giving you guys all goosebumps or making your ears bleed. Bronze is the right word. Yeah, thank you, Rage, Mad Hater. Yeah, the button feels fine. Okay, talking about clicks. The clicks feel good. They are these FE opticals? It's hard to tell what they are, but they do actually feel rather nice for a mechanical switch. I would still switch them out because I'm special. Scroll wheel is actually located kind of far forward. I don't think that really comes through enough. Oh no, it does. Look at that. Like, it's pretty uncommon that a large mouse has the scroll wheel so far forward. So me as a person who uses the scroll wheel a lot, like particularly at work, which is what influences my grip style probably the most, this is like a really far forward scroll wheel, which I actually really like. So is this a similar size mouse? It is. I don't, for some reason I feel like the scroll wheel is farther forward. Scrolling itself, not terribly tactile, but also pretty quiet. I would say like maybe only a 6 out of 10 tactility, maybe 7, 6.5. Middle mouse is pretty typical, maybe on the slightly more spammable side. I would say 7 out of 10. It's good. It's not terrible. Side buttons are small, and they have this ridge that we've kind of grown accustomed to with like IPI mice, which is actually really nice. Daz talked about this in, maybe, I don't know if you talked about it in your review, but I remember you and I talked about it. This ridge, it feels somewhat sharp, and it's actually really nice. It does not get in your way at all. You just get a very positive feel feedback when you're in game trying to decide between, you know, which thumb button to use. The micro texturing is really interesting though. You actually do feel that. So it doesn't feel, this is unique. It doesn't feel like a coating. It feels exactly like, I don't know, I can't describe it any other way. It's like a micro texturing. I do believe if you guys go check, I think Attack Shark's Twitter or their website, when they were teasing this mouse, they had a close-up shot and they showed, it's like a bunch of, what's that art style where you use a pencil and you just make a whole bunch of little holes or dots? It feels like that, but it's incredibly fine. It's almost like a really high grit sandpaper. So it's actually interesting from like a grit perspective. It's like pretty good. I don't know if that means over time will you get like dead skin accumulating in the mouse. Yeah. What else to say about the mouse? Yeah, the gold on it looks good. It's a really good looking mouse. The purple in person, I don't know how this is coming through on stream, but in person, it's vibrant and it's very, very, very reflective, almost holographic. So kind of my like, is this worth your money? Is it worth $110? No. I mean, I still haven't plugged it in, but let's just assume it's like solid, performs just like IPI or other upper level Attack Shark stuff. Because apparently they must be the same company or same factory, because like the R5 and the Float are the same mouse. Is it $110? No. It is rather unique. If you're like, you exactly want this for your setup, it's like perfect, then I guess you don't really have any other choices. I got this personally from AliExpress for, gosh, I hope I'm not getting this confused with the ATK Duckbill price. I got each of these, I want to say, for around $70, and then I got Rakuten cashback on top of that, where I think after cashback, I think I was in for around $60 on each of these. At that price point, I think it's worth it if you think the shape is for you. It's kind of a, think like, it's rather vertical on the sides, but there still is some hourglass figuring to it. So I don't want to say it's like a GPX, but it is a little bit potato-like in that regard. I think the main differences are just the subtle curvature towards the front and the hump kind of elongating back into your palm. Yeah, stippling, I guess, would be the art style. Yeah, and the skates are rather nice. I will save a disassembly for a future live stream. Why don't we go into my AliExpress haul? And you guys can ask any AliExpress questions that you might have in the chat. So let's go over to Mousecast, and here was the drama. So anyone who missed it, again, this is not Mousecast today. That is tomorrow, 10:45 p.m. Eastern with Melon special guest. This is the inside of the Pulsar Susanto X Pro series, whatever, with the Nordic 52840 MCU. Yeah. So
this is my gaming mouse.
Let's go to I need to make sure that I like don't dox myself by logging into, you know what I can do? I can use our Discord. That's already dox free. Yeah. Oh, how do I enable streamer mode? Rip. Oh, so Pizzogal did respond to my question about the battery life of the MCU. He says anything related to the MCU itself will still apply, but 4 megabits per second wireless, for instance, which allows for less airtime accordingly less power draw, won't. Okay, so what he's saying is any like silicon efficiency gains, like in the microarchitecture of the chip, we'll still see that with the 54 series in the mouse, in the Duckbill. But in terms of the increased wireless bandwidth of 4 megabits per second, which I guess would allow for the receiver to like not have to work as hard, or this airtime that he's talking about, we won't have that power draw benefit, lower power draw benefit. So, join our Discord, y'all. Nice, says Greg. Okay, cool. I don't know if Greg's in. I don't know if Greg's here. Okay, so Rakuten. First of all, join our Discord, link in the description. And Rakuten, if you guys don't know, it is a cashback website. Cashback websites work kind of like a commission code. So if I go to, let me just make sure I don't do anything. Okay, you guys will see my first name, Big Whoop. Which my first name is Eric. I think I've actually made that public. So Rakuten is a cashback website. So you can have a little browser extension when you go to make a purchase. You can enable Rakuten, and it's kind of like that whole honey scam thing where it's like a commission. Just like how Daz or other creators will get a commission if you use their code. When you enable Rakuten, they get a commission and they pass that savings back to you. 30% is really, really high right now. It is 30% off your entire purchase. So to show you guys some perspective, here's Cashback Monitor that monitors all these different cashback websites. And if we look at view best rate history, and Nintendo filed a patent saying that consoles on other systems can't run games off storage. Interesting. I don't know if I want to get into, we can maybe get into some gaming stuff on Mousecast. That might be like a thing down in the future, especially when we have a guest. So much of the episode is taken up by the interview. So here's best rate history, 30%. This is the best it's ever been, at least since 2024. So you can see we've had a few 25% days. Those have all been Rakuten. So 30% is really friggin' good. So that's what Rakuten does. And Rakuten, there's all these other websites. Rakuten's by far the best. I've used Top Cashback, and I'm like 1 for 4, 1 for 3 with that. Whereas with Rakuten, I'm probably like 1 for 2. But then you submit a claim, and they almost have always sided in my favor when I've submitted a claim. So let's look at the haul. So the first thing I got, so you can join our deals chat here. You can sign up on the verification here. You can enable the deals role by reacting, and you'll get notifications. Here's Schwamper's haul. Why don't we do Schwamper? No, let's do Schwamper's haul. Thanks for sharing, Schwamper. So he got Talon Games 7mm dot skates. Talon Games is good stuff. 382, pretty good. So the original price was 904, so he must have used a bunch of coins on this plus other codes. And I should bring up the YouTube chat so you guys can actually ask questions. There we go. That's really good. He got duck nightlights. He didn't get any coins or anything with it. He got free shipping, I guess. Maybe he just had to add something for the Schwamper. Oh, dude, install a mice internals into it and use that as a mouse. He also got awesome. He got the same scale I use more or less. So a 500 gram max, 0.01 gram precision for $7. This is a little bit cheaper than what you get. Amazon here in the US would probably be like $10-ish. So that's worth it. Also, good job getting one that actually has a physical power button. I friggin' hate scales that are like a press and hold to power on and off. So annoying. He got the ATK U2 Mini. So this is a pretty decent price. $55.82. The original price is $67. So you gotta remember, this is ATK's U2 Mini is like their ultra top tier trim level. So $55 before cashback's pretty good. And then looks like he got, why is this like 3 items here? What? It's, oh, he like pasted over the, I don't know. I just wanted ducks. Yeah, so this scale is also often called a jewelry scale or precision scale. Let's see, he got Ultra Glide donut skates, or these dots in like a bunch of different sizes, and grip tape. And a Dumber Shark M3 XS Pro. Whoa. Damn, dude, that's okay. I hope you really wanted it, because that's a big. I mean, at least you got the Rakuten. Because I've seen these. I remember seeing, if you check deals chat, I'm pretty sure I've posted like an early bird deal for these at like $38. But after cash back, he's gonna end up only, as long as the cash back tracks, he'll get 30% back on that, so he'll pay only like 40 some. Pretty good. Mad Hater says I need 0.001 precision. Yeah, that'll have to be like a scientific scale, like what Cam Vinci has. So my haul, why don't we take a look at this? So I got to start, let's actually go, I went in order of like priority here. So this was not at all a priority, but I got it anyway because I could. I got a DRG WL Mouse BeastX Max. So here's the breakdown of the codes. So coins, store coupon codes, there we go. I paid $116. Then after cash back, I'll be paying like 80 some. So I'm probably going to sell. I have a Zebra BeastX Max, and I'll just sell that because I wanted solid sides. Shuldosh with the great reaction gifts. Then here I got a Rapupu VT3S 2nd gen. This is like the 4th one I've ordered. Stupid. I paid $42.96, but hopefully after cashback I'm right here. What are the Falcon micro switches in the M3? Any good? Aren't those are those like the TTC Green Dragons? M3 XS micro switch Falcon. Because I thought, hang on, I'm looking this up for y'all. So the M3 XS, wait, first of all, there's the M3 micro and the M3 XS. They're different mice. Year of the Dragon. I know these. I have these. And they're fine. They're a TTC dustproof. That's like binned nicely. TTC Gold dustproof. And they're lighter than the 60 million, but heavier than the 30 million. They're probably like a 50-ish gram switch, 55 gram switch. They're fine. I like TTC Gold dustproofs, so they're just loud. They're loud. They're like, I don't know. Remember the KLGM 8.0 meta? So going back to, oh, did somebody like my Daz? Oh, thanks, Daz. So going on back to my haul here, yeah. So Rapupu VT3S. This has the big fat 800 milliamp hour battery and weighs like 55 grams or something. But you can battery swap it and get this down to like 47 grams. It's just going to be very light for an ergo. And I'm run optical swap it too, because you guys know me. But these 2nd generation Rapupu mice seem to be pretty good. They all have the Nordic MCU. They're pretty lightweight. I am a little bit concerned after hearing about the battery voltage is 3.85 volts, and all my batteries are 3.7 volts. And apparently that, I don't know, my Rapupu mice haven't caught fire so far that I've battery swapped. So maybe we're fine. Whatever. Oustum G04 Pro. Got this for $41.06 out the door. After Rakuten cashback, I'd be paying this. If you guys have questions about Rakuten, please leave a comment or leave a chat. This is like this can be a Q&A. This is a, you know what? I should click on this for you guys. Let me go to my AliExpress and let's search Oustum G04 Pro. Good. I am not. Am I signed in? I am not signed in. Good. So yeah, this is like the Rakuten cashback. So you activate it here and then just make sure you don't use any other like influencer codes. G04. Oh, this is Tech Hub. This is the one I bought from. So we got a nice bronze and red colorway. Dude, I'm telling you, bronze. It's the year of bronze stuff and gold. Like we saw that with the M-Chos. Oh, this isn't English. Let's find an English one. Are you kidding me? Did this... Oh, it's a welcome deal. Okay. Yeah, so if you're new to AliExpress, you can leverage these welcome deals. Although I think Colorful is one of the stores that did not ship for me, so there's that. 56 grams, 600 milliamp hour battery, big fat, probably like 12 gram battery. I'm an optical 100 million quick clicks. Okay, I can't find it. Let's look for one more English one, and if that's no bueno, maybe we go to a more expensive listing. They'll have. Hey, look at that! You spend more money, you get English. So there's the 04 Air, which I did not get. I got the Pro Master Edition. So it's only 118.5 long. So this is a smaller ergo. Reminds me a little bit of the Keris, the ROG Keris in shape. Right? Let's see what else here. 3395 Hypernova. 8K hertz wireless and wired, includes the 8K receiver. 56 plus or minus 2 grams. Okay. Nano metal skin coating. Yeah, it gets a coating. TTC silver wheel. Okay. And so I've actually had my eye on this for a little while because I like smaller ergos, and I have another Austin product and I rather like it. So at, what did I say? At $40, it's a good deal, I think, if you know you like this shape. Me personally, I never like ergos as much as I think. So under 30 though, I don't know, Daz or anyone else who's in chat who has like an insane collection and does reselling, what's like your safe price? For me, my safe price is like under 30. If it's a solid mouse, I'll spend like 50-60 on it. Like if it's a name brand, like if it's a Duckbill, which I know can resell if I don't like it. But otherwise, like $30 is my safe price. $40 is getting a little bit like, okay, if I don't like this and I go to resell it, I'm probably going to be out $10 at least. Then the next one here is the Aula V9 Ultra. No, I'm sorry, I got the V9 Pro. So there's the V9 and the V9 Plus. They are not different trim levels. The V9 is a GPX Mini, and the V9 Plus is a GPX clone. So we go to Aula V9. There we go. This is not the store I bought from, but you get the idea. So I actually posted in, you know what? I actually have in Discord. I posted a video of it, I believe. I sure did. Here you guys go. Nope. A Billy video. Yeah, we'll trust Billy, I guess.
今天呢是一期首发开箱，主角的话是狼蛛即将要发布的 V9 三模游戏。
I'll just mute that. So he's going to show both shape comparisons in here, but he more importantly does a disassembly. First of all, we get pretty decent skates, large skates here, and they're actually, so here's the V9 Pro Plus. You can actually see it's bigger, it's taller. See that? And it's wider. Whereas the V9 Pro is actually smaller than an M-Chose A5. So it's like a mini GPX. So this will actually be very close, I think, in size to the GPX Super Light 2C compact that's coming out, which is supposedly 118 millimeters long. But when he did this disassembly here, there he is, yeah, comparing it. So very similar, like pill-like side buttons. I actually think these might be located a little bit, maybe not. I don't know if they're any better. They look longer. Aula, Super Light, okay. A few of the Billy Bitty videos that I saw, I was translating some of the captions. People were saying that this is a better Aula product. So that's good to see. The big skates look like they might not be very well rounded. 64 grams for the full size and 59 grams for the compact. So not really impressive weights. They do have big fat 600 milliamp hour batteries in both. And they also both have RGB, which is interesting. Yeah, so we'll see that on the internal. So I guess all the super light enjoyers who miss their RGB, here's an option for you. I personally think that RGB on a metallic finish mouse looks terrible and gaudy, but whatever. Maybe we'll look back at metallic mice one day and be like, this is dumb. So he accidentally separated the layers there, or maybe on purpose. But they're using a substrate. They're using a double. So more expensive skates we see have been doing this, and it's supposed to help with the structure of the skate, to keep the skate like more flat or something. Like I know Wise Owl's most recent skates are this way. So there we go. The 4 screws. There we go. There's the internals. Yeah, so big old 600 milliamp hour battery. Massive PCB because it extends all the way back to have LEDs on it. Armron Opticals TTC Gold scroll wheel encoder. Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't exactly like super want it, but I was having a problem getting coupons to work, and by increasing my order amount, I was able to use a higher tier coupon. So that's what I did. So on this order that was like 150 total, I was or wait, 40, 40, 30. Was this the one that I did 100? Maybe I didn't snip the whole order. Whatever. I used a 20% off coupon plus then Rakuten. It's really cool. The 20% off coupon codes plus 30% Rakuten, you can just look at any product and be like, okay, I'm going to pay half, which is like you have to nowadays because AliExpress has gotten so expensive. And there's my breakdown. Oh yeah, I paid 150 as the base and then uh $25 off 149 coupon code. Then I had store shopping credit where you can log in every single day and get 50 cents. So that was the total I paid before Rakuten. I know QB says he already got pending cash back on his Hex 80 keyboard that he got. Here we go, cash back. Yeah, and this is posted by HVSEK. And sorry, I've been neglecting chat. Those Reddit coupons are a bargain. Yeah, I find you can only use one of them though. So like, yeah, if you're like, oh, I can split this order into 3 orders and use the $5 off 39 coupon. No, you can't. At least from what I've seen. The coupon codes that we're talking about are like these ones here. These are banger coupon codes. 20% is pretty good. AliExpress almost always has sales that give around 10 to 12%. Sometimes they'll have coupons that give more like 16, 17%. 20% is pretty much the best you can get. But yeah, once you use one of these, I don't think you can use any of the others. So like I use this one on the WMS B stacks because I added some batteries to the order. Yeah. And then my last page of items was this one. Yeah, if you guys are in chat, feel free to join our Discord and post in Deals chat what you got. You don't even have to do a screenshot. I can just react to a text post. So then I was like, I actually wanted this mouse really badly. And I was thinking, I was like, I kind of want to try. I do like Rappu stuff. I don't need a GPX clone, but I'm going to try this one because it'll be the lightest GPX I have after a battery swap. This is probably going to come in around like 46 grams. Paid $44 after Rakuten, like 31 bucks. This was a very surprising one. So this is a Chaos M2 Mini Pro. So I got it in purple or pink. 24 bucks. I got very, very lucky with it was an early bird and had coins. So if you guys are familiar, I actually have an Epo Maker Click. It is a very darn close Razer Viper Mini clone. It's actually a pretty solid mouse. It's a little heavy because it has kind of a beefy 500 milliamp hour battery in it. So it's like a 58 gram mouse. But it's like basically a Viper clone. It's actually really well made. You get your DPI buttons at the top. The build quality is pretty solid. The skates are kind of eh. They're kind of like Kaisona skates. It looks very Kaisona, doesn't it? But it's actually pretty well made and comes with Armor opticals, and the quality is good. The things I didn't like about it, it didn't have a good coating. It's a boring white color. And I think that's it that I didn't like about it. But I do like the shape. So that's why I went and got the Chaos M2 Mini Pro. So I also have an M3 Mini Pro, which is like a different, yeah, I really like this mouse. It feels a little cheap, but it's a solid shape. It's like an elongated hump Viper V3 Pro Mini. It's pretty cool. But the V2 Pro Mini is an Epo Maker Click Light, or Click. It comes in a pink. Let me get you guys. It does come in 2 different colors. They just didn't have pictures there. I rather like this pink. I think the pink and black looks actually really good. So that's the one I ordered. And if they ship me the wrong thing, then I'm going to refund. It's a little bit lighter because it comes with a 300 milliamp hour battery. Oh, these are crappy pictures. But the Pro, I also got the Pro. Okay, and the Pro actually matters because the Pro, you get a Nordic MCU, okay, you get, better battery life with the Nordic MCU, 300 milliamp hour battery, so it's a little bit smaller battery, TTC dustproof silver wheel, 53 grams, Omron optical switches, and where does it show? Oh, there we go, coating. The Pro gets a coating. So for me, I like this mouse. I don't use it often because no coating, and I'm weird. I don't like boring colored mice. So this fixes both of those, and I'm in for brothers. I only paid out the door 24 72, and after Rakuten, $17 for it. Bro, I could turn around and flip that and like make $10. And then I needed something else to like fill in the order. So I got really lucky, and I've actually wanted a Fantac Aria too. And this was a super deal right now. I don't know how many are left, so go check it out now. But $38 is already a pretty decent price. It's not like amazing, but it's solid. It's, you know, used market, you would probably pay 30, 35, maybe. But yeah, 30, 31, $32 out the door. Then after Rakuten, like $22. Heck yeah. I watched Aim Adapt's video on this just to be sure of what the changes were. And it's basically the Aria has some slight shape improvements, mainly around the main M1 and M2. Fantac Aria 2. You know what? Actually, let's just go to Aim Adapt Fantac Aria 2. His video has, dude, he does such a good job. Just his timestamps, his consistency. You know, it's an example of like, it's a very different take from like how Boardsy does things, you know? Boardsy's a little bit more off the cuff, but we kind of trust him because he's kind of cracked.
About the weight and balance on both of these mice have been
He does weight. Where does he talk about sound test side buttons? Where was the
size and shape of the
changes? There we go, changes.
The same shape.
There you go. So first of all, it looks different, right? This actually looks a lot better. You can see the fingers, the M1 and M2 have the ledge around them, whereas this did not. The side buttons, yeah, there you go. Side buttons are like smaller, but I think they protrude more. I think they improved the weight slightly, and it has a coating now.
From the original.
Yeah, it has a coating. So I actually don't use my Zhaopin Z1 a whole lot, but I need to Omron optical swap, then I think I'll like it more. So yeah, this is a larger egg shape. And then his shape comparisons are just absolutely fantastic. I like pause this so many times, especially when he does the fade in, fade out thing that's coming up here. You can really see the size difference between the Z1 and the Aria. Oh yeah, you see the width difference there, and see the side curvature. Both of them, these are very much ergo mice. We think of eggs as being symmetrical, not at all. I do like that the Z1 has lower side buttons, but oh well. He sells products. He's a good reviewer, a great salesman. Yeah, maybe. I think he talks very positively. I think sometimes he could be more critical, but I kind of forgive him a little bit because he's very consistent with the format. So, like, you can put him on mute and totally just watch the review and have a really good informed decision on your own, which I think says a lot about, yeah, like this thing he does here with the fade in, fade out. He's always done that, and that's impressive. There's much aim adapt doubt in the stratosphere, it seems. Huh. Did you see the upcoming ROM mouse? Yeah, we'll talk about it on Mousecast because, wait, should I spoil a little bit? You guys want to see the dock briefly? I'll spoil this only for you guys. Do I have that on here? ROM flagship, yeah, I do. Yeah, so there's a new ROM mouse that's coming out. They did this dumb teaser. We're going to talk about this on Mousecast tomorrow. They did this dumb teaser. They actually showed the mouse here, and I retweeted this. And immediately I was like, oh, okay, it's an ES21 update, right? Right, that's an ES21 update, right? This is, I think maybe they changed the font color from black to gold, but like the finger grooves, the side buttons, the mid hump, this looks like an ES21. Okay, they added a little flare wing thing here or something. They're calling this the Leviathan V4. This is an ES21, right? Right? So that's exactly what I asked. I said, new mold or revision to ES21? And they said new mold. Maybe I should have said new shape. Because new mold might just mean like they've made improvements here or there, but I don't know. Hopefully new switches. Yeah, the thing is switches weren't the problem. Am I the only one who thinks that? Daz kind of agrees with me. The main buttons just, I just grabbed my ES21. The main buttons just feel dull. No matter what you do. Like ratios already feel pretty dull, but I tried this with Omron Opticals. I tried this with mechanicals. It's disappointed me a little bit, honestly. If I'm being honest, yeah. So is that it for my haul? Is that it for my AliExpress haul? Wait, it was in Discord we were looking, right? I think that was it. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy. Expect each one of these mice. I think what I'm going to do for live streams in the future. Let's go back to my webcam. What I think I'm going to do for each of my live streams going forward is I'm going to like focus a live stream on a mouse. So I will do like an IPI Qi. Webcams are on? Good. I'll do an IPI Qi live stream. I'll stop it, start it, and then I'll do like the next mouse as kind of a way of having more evergreen content. Because I know these live streams are not really view monsters. It's, you know, it's long format stuff. I think that's everything I have. So to recap, if any of you guys were just tuning in or wanted a summary, we took a look at the ATK Duckbill. There was drama about the MCU in it being a Nordic 54 series and the mouse, and claiming all these positive things that come with the Nordic 54 series. But the dongle apparently does not have the same MCU. It has a Beacon MCU. So messaging Dongle very briefly on this, he said the battery life claims, you know, will have improvements if there's any actual silicon improvements to the chip on the mouse side, like efficiency gains there. But in terms of wireless transmission gains, you're still, my understanding is you're still pretty much bottlenecked by the lower end chip in the receiver, and you'll get no real performance benefits, or the, what did he call it? He called it, I don't want to misquote him, the airtime. Anything related to the MCU itself will still apply, but 4 megabit per second wireless, for instance, which allows for less airtime and accordingly less power draw, won't. There we go. That was the ATK Duckbill. Then we unboxed the IPI Qi. QI is how it's spelled. Solid mouse. Solid mouse. Yeah. Leave a comment if you want me to hand deliver this to Daz so he can review it. It's a rather unique mouse. It's not a super unique shape, kind of potato-y, but seems well made. The texturing is really wild. It really is. I hope you guys can hear that. It's wild. And then we took a look at AliExpress haul with Rakuten 30% cashback ending today. So with that, guys, I think we're going to call the live stream there. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I should probably, you know what, before I go, I need to get better at live streaming and actually reading chat. Oh, Mad Hater said regarding AliExpress coupons, I used the 10 off 50 twice. Okay, maybe I'm just crazy. Temu is best for coupons. I've recently used $30 off $80 order, says Lisa. Wow. Yeah, Temu does not have as good a mouse selection as AliExpress, but I think they have a lot of AJAS stuff the last time I checked, which was months ago. AimAdapt is pretty cool. I feel like I know what I'm getting every time I click on an AimAdapt video. Is there a dock, says the Mad Hater, for which mouse? Sorry that I'm reading this message so late. I don't think any of the mice that I featured have a dock. The Ausdom didn't have a dock. Yeah, you can look up on AliExpress the Ausdom G04. And that blue Leviathan, though. I do have, you guys want to see? I'm actually happy with my Leviathan. Dude, ATK is like a, I don't know, they're kind of S-tier brand to me, but some of the bad marketing stuff that they're doing kind of bites. Yeah, this is from a Wise Owl Cloud, this white scroll wheel. And I don't know, I like the way it matches with the white Leviathan logo, so. Which, fun fact, it's Leviathan, not Leviathan, because apparently it's Spanish. Want to try my keyb, says Pastel Plague. What keyboard do I want to know? Congrats on the cheese, says Otavio Sake. What a name. I like that. Otavio. I like that. I think you said doc, not doc. Oh. Yes, there was a doc. Yes, document. Those mice are on Temu. Okay. Okay. Well, I think I owe my wife some time. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out our Discord. I posted pictures of the... This isn't going to show up. I posted pictures of the Nordic MCU in here. Our deals chat. sign up for Rakuten, 30%. Oh, in the description, shameless plug, you and I both get $30 if you are a new Rakuten sign up and you spend at least $30. You have to sign up using the link in the description, and you get $30 when you spend $30, and then I also get $30 when you use my link. Or use Daz's if you hate me but you like Daz and you're like, why isn't this Mousecast? What are you doing? Stop talking. Use Daz's link. You'll have to maybe dig around for it. I know he's tweeted it. And if you have any Rakuten questions, please ask. Our deals chat has some really, really good pinned messages. There's Crown Puff's Google spreadsheet of a bajillion codes, and also a really good breakdown of how things work, like how sometimes the influencer codes, I don't really know why or how, but the influencer codes will sometimes nullify your cashback. I know I always take screenshots and I spreadsheet all of them so that when I need to hit up Rakuten and be like, hey, this didn't track, I can send them proof. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, everyone, says Schwamper. So we'll see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Mousecast tomorrow, 10:45 p.m. with special guest Melvin. We'll be live at 10:45 p.m. Eastern. All right. Bye, everyone.